Hi there. This is Jennifer Dunbar. Welcome to my delightful kitchen. I am coming to you today on a beautiful Sunday afternoon, and nothing says Sunday dinner to me quite like roast. Roast is one of my favorite meals. My mom used to cook it. My uncle is an amazing cook, and he makes the best roast. If he ever asks me what to bring, I'm like, roast. So I'm gonna try his recipe. I've made it before. It's good. It's not quite his, but I think it's pretty tasty. And so I'm gonna share it with you today. All right, so I'm gonna start with an onion. My roast, I don't do the pot roast per se with onions and potatoes, though I probably will prepare some potatoes to go with this. But this is like roast. So it's like roast cooked in its own gravy. So I'm just gonna put an onion in it because of course onion has all the flavor. I'm cutting my onion with my favorite knife, which is the Pampered Chef Santoku knife. It has wells in it that create air pockets when you cut things. So it's a glide screw them very easily. These knives are made of German and non-anodized steel. They're made all as one piece and they're balanced like professional chef's knives, so that you can really control them. The weight is in the handle, not in the blade, and it's made as all as one piece, so the handle and the blade will never come apart. So I just did a very quick slice on those. And I'm just going to separate those out, and then we will move on with our recipe. So the next thing, once my onions are sliced, I have already done this, but I just put some cream of soups together. So in this occasion, I'm using cream of onion, which is my absolute favorite cream of soup. So 1 can of cream of onion soup, and then I also used a cream of mushroom soup. Mix those together with a packet of the Beefy Onion Soup mix, so like a Lipton type packet, 1 packet, along with 1 can of water. So one of the cans of soup, fill that with hot water, and mix this all together. Whisk it up so that it's, fairly smooth. I'm using our Pampered Chef stainless steel whisk, which I totally love. It's tiered to make mixing and whipping things really fast. It's also got a closed handle, so nothing will get down inside there. Whatever whisk you use, make sure it has a closed handle so that you don't have any nastiness going on. And then I also have prepared the roast. This is a shoulder roast, and it has a little bit less marbling in it than a chuck roast, which I'm typically looking for a lot of marbling for that fat, but it does have a large fat cap on the side, which will help to flavor it as it cooks, and then it will kind of fall off. So, if you're looking for something that has a little bit less fat in the meat, this might be a good choice of meat for you. It's also one of the tenderest pieces, but I've seasoned it with a little coarse salt and Pampered Chef's crushed peppercorn and garlic pantry seasoning. I really love Pampered Chef's pantry seasonings. They're very flavorful, and for the most part they're gluten-free, so love those. This is my roast, and so we're going to get this all in the pot and in the oven. Okay, so this is Pampered Chef's new this season, new this month, 6-quart enameled cast iron Dutch oven. When I tell you this is absolutely by far one of my favorite products ever with Pampered Chef, I'm not kidding. So super heavy. Look at it, it's beautiful. I already have my roast in there, but you can see it's enameled for super easy, quick cleanup, and it's gonna just hold the heat so beautifully. And the inside of the lid has these bubbles in it, and it redirects the condensation as it cooks so that you're basting, it's self-basting basically, for your meats and whatever you have in there. So love, love, love this thing. You have many different companies that sell a product like this that is far more expensive than this one, but this is very comparable and I love it. All right, so I'm just gonna take my onions, wildly sprinkle them apparently, on the top of my roast so it can help season it all so nicely. And then I'm going to pour my soups on top. And this is our one of our mixing bowl sets, our glass mixing bowl. It comes in a set of 3. This is the small one, but I love these because they are sturdy and can withstand some heat. So you can put hot things in them, you can microwave in them. And I'm using our mini mix and scrape to get all that goodness out of there. All right. And basically, I just want to cover the meat with this. It's going to baste in its own juices or in this gravy for 2.5 to 3 hours. I'm going to check it after 2 just to see how it's doing, since it's on the small side. It's about 2.5 pounds. But I'm going to cover it, let it do its thing in a 350-degree oven. After 2 hours, I'll check it, and I'll let you know how things go and show you the finished product. All right, while our roast cooks, continues to cook, we're going to make some mashed potatoes. So I've got some potatoes already peeled, and I'm going to peel this one. And I'm using Pampered Chef's peeler to peel these real quick, and then we'll get them cubed up, and then I'm just going to do a quick microwave on them. So these shouldn't take more than about 15 minutes to get together. All right, so I've got about 1.5 pounds-ish of potatoes peeled, and I'm just going to cube these. And I'm cubing them on top of our flexible cutting mat. I really enjoy working with flexible cutting mats because once you're done, you know, you're picking up the leftovers, or you're picking up what you've cut and putting it into your pot, or you're picking up your trash and dumping it into the trash. So it just makes it so easy. They go in the dishwasher, so you can just sanitize and have it ready for the next use. Our flexible cutting mats come in a set of large cutting mats in a set of 3, and small cutting mats in a set of 3. So they're really convenient. And I'm just giving these a quick dice. I want them relatively the same size so they cook evenly. But again, I'm just going to put these in the microwave for about 10 to 12 minutes. We'll check after 10. And I'm going to cook these in the microwave in a rock crock everyday pan. I'll show that to you in just a second. All right, got those done. And here's the rock crock everyday pan. We also have a rock crock 4-quart Dutch oven. This happens to be 2.5 quart. It's about the size of a frying pan. But I love our rock crock line because It's extremely versatile. This is made of our glazed clay, so it can withstand temperatures up to 752 degrees. So it can go in the microwave, on the stove top, which I cook in this all the time. It can go in the oven, under the broiler, on the grill. It can also go under the, we have a slow cooker stand that it can go into, which turns this into a slow cooker. So again, extremely versatile product. If you only had one pan in your whole house, this could fulfill everything you needed to do. It also comes with this glass lid. The glass lid withstands temperatures up to 450 degrees. So awesome product. So what I'm going to do is I am going to salt these. I'm just going to put a little coarse salt in here. And then I'm gonna add just enough water to cover it. And then I will, again, microwave these for about 10 minutes, and then we'll check on it. All right, while we are waiting for our potatoes and our roast, I'm just going to go ahead and start on a green for our Sunday meal. So, you know, for a Sunday meal, you have to have a protein, a carb, and a green, so gotta have it well-rounded. So I'm just cutting up this cabbage. I could use the Santoku knife that I was using, but I like to use our large chef's knives to cut through this cabbage. So I have done that, and I'm just going to cut it into bite-sized pieces and cook it with a little bit of butter. So once I have this cut up, I'll be right back. All right, so I have the cabbage all cut up, and I've washed it using our stainless steel mesh colander. This also comes in a set of 3. This is a medium, and I have it sitting inside of one of our stainless steel mixing bowls. This is the large one, and I like to use them when I need to let something, you know, drain for a bit, and they nest nicely inside of each other. All right, so I've melted about half a stick of butter into the 4-quart Rock Chalk Dutch oven. And I'm throwing cabbage everywhere. So I'm going to season my cabbage with some fresh cracked black pepper, a good bit of it. I like to season things well. May add more later, we'll just see. I'm going to season with some coarse salt. This is a tablespoon. That was probably roughly half a tablespoon, maybe 2 teaspoons. All right, and then I like spice, so I'm doing a good bit of crushed red pepper. You know, obviously when you cook, you can season how you like, and that's one of the best things about cooking at home, is that you get to do that. All right, so I'm gonna use my tongs that I don't see right now, but I'm gonna use those to get this all kind of mixed up together, let it cook down in this butter. It's on medium heat. I don't ever really know how long I cook it, maybe 20 minutes. We'll see. All right, so we now have our potatoes out of the microwave. And I just use these microwave grips from Pampered Chef. These are old, they now come in gray, but they're fantastic for the microwave or even the oven or the quick cooker. I like to use these a lot for that. So these are great microwave grips. So our potatoes have cooked for 12 minutes in the microwave. They are nice and tender. So now we're just gonna drain the water off, and I'll be right back. All right, so these are drained, and I'm just gonna add 2 tablespoons of butter to my hot potatoes. And I'm going to season these, and I'm going to keep mine pretty simple. So I'm going to season mine with the crushed peppercorn and garlic that I used on the roast. Give it a little garlickiness, a little pepper. Again, this is Pampered Chef's brand. And then I'm going to season it with some finishing salt. So I'm going to use some Himalayan sea salt. Actually, let me taste one of these before I do that. Okay, could use a little salt, but it's kind of salty from where I cooked them, so I'll give it a little bit of salt. That's the roast. So we'll check on that in a moment. We're going to let this butter melt in here, and then give them a good mash. Now, these are a basic mashed potatoes, so you can add whatever you want to these. You can add garlic, you could add sour cream, cream cheese, cheese, like whatever you think would be great. I may end up adding a little cream to this, but I don't think so. They're really nice and tender. I could about mash them with this fork, but I'm going to mash them with our fancy new potato masher. Ta-da! You might be saying, that's a funny looking potato masher. Well, it's folded down for easy storage, but look at that. Nice potato masher. Look at that. Just mash it up. And I like a nice, you know, kind of lumpy mashed potato. Don't necessarily go in for the, you know, whipped potatoes. Just like a nice potato. All right. So let me finish working on these and check on the roast, and I'll be back. All right, so I did end up adding another 2 tablespoons of butter to my mashed potatoes after I tasted them. So it ended up with 4 tablespoons, or half a stick. So I used half a stick in the cabbage and half a stick in the potatoes. So did not say this was a healthy meal. This is Sunday dinner. So there you go, like I used to have it. I'm going to put our potatoes into our 1 quart, what's the word? 1 quart insulated, is the word I was looking for, serving bowl. It's really pretty, white on the outside, silver inside, but it's double walled. It comes with a lid that is also double walled, and it will keep your food hot or cold for up to 2 hours. So I love it. It's perfect because I don't always get food done at the same time. As you can see, I did check on my roast, and it is pretty good. I feel like it needs another 30 minutes. I took the lid off so it can brown some. So I like it to get a little darker. So this will be nice and hot by the time that's ready, and the cabbage should be done in probably another 5 to 10 minutes. All right, got the lid. Great thing about this lid too is it will sit on the side of the dish, so if you're scooping it out, you can put it hanging on there and then just close it back. So I'll be back. All right, so our cabbage, check it out. Yep, that is looking right. So I'm going to go ahead and put this in our 2 quart insulated serving bowl, and we'll wait on our roast to finish. Okay, our roast is done. And there it is. So just easily, it's tender, it's coming right apart. So this will be good. Just kind of breaking it up into smaller pieces. And then I'm going to enjoy some roast and cabbage and mashed potatoes. All right, so here's dinner. Roast made with the shoulder roast, cabbage, and mashed potatoes with gravy on them. So I hope you enjoyed that. I know I'm getting ready to enjoy this. Happy Sunday, and I'll see you soon. Bye.